What's goody good, my peoples? This is another pre-recorded pregame. It's your man's AK Infinity. Follow me on Twitter /X at AK Infinity _VVS. The Rockets got the Spurs tonight on the second night of a back-to-back. Um, Full disclosure, I know again, like I said, it's a pre-record. I ain't in my normal setting. Your boy been on unk duty like heavy lately. Your boy been on unk duty like I'm up. And this is the time when I can record a pregame because I won't be able to do it live. And Big Nephew Infinity, he in the back seat right now in his little car seat, knocked out like a mug. So I figured this would be a good time for me to go ahead and get this on out the way. So yeah, real quick, Rockets coming off a nice little win, a nice dub against the Milwaukee Bucks last night in a game where I thought there'd probably be a little bit more offense between the two teams, but I think the matchup warranted for a little bit more defense. I was really impressed with their fourth quarter defense. So we actually held the Bucks to 12 points. A team with Giannis and Dame. We held them to 12 points in the fourth quarter, man. And we only scored 15, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and we won by 3. So went into the fourth quarter tied, and that was really the difference. Um, the Rockets did some young idiot stuff down the stretch, trying to figure out a way to lose, but I guess they was too young and dumb to know how to lose. So they ended up coming out with the dub anyway, man. They made some for every play that they for every time they turned the ball over or made a stupid play on offense on one end, they made an equally or even better defensive stop on the other end. Like these dudes were always in the right spot every time. Like they were in the right spot every time. They covered their man well. That sound funny, but they knew their assignments. Um, what else? They knew their assignments. Dudes was boxing out. Shout out to Jalen Green for that key box out on Giannis down the stretch of the game. One of them plays in the fourth quarter. Shout out to Alperen Sengun with that key block on Giannis down the stretch too. Um, what else? What else? There was another play I can't remember, but yeah, man. Amen Thompson had like a obviously not in the fourth, not down the stretch in the clutch because he got ejected. He had a flagrant 2. Bro did a WWE move on Giannis. Now, I'm a fan of physical play and hard fouls, but bro, you got to know better. Amen Thompson, like that's one of the few times I'm gonna say Amen Thompson had a low IQ or made a low IQ play. One of the very few times when he's done that. But it's all good in the end. We came out with a dub. He had a okay game before he got kicked out, before he got ejected. Alperen Sengun had a solid game, and I thought he was going to be the matchup with him and Brook Lopez was going to be key in that game in order for us to win. And I thought Jalen Green would be the player of the game, which you could probably argue was Alperen Sengun, but you could still argue that it was Jalen Green who was player of the game. But he had a nice little game too. Good defense too for most of the game. I watched the replay late, but I was able to watch the whole thing. Yeah, good defense by them guys. Jabari Smith Jr. off the bench. Tari started in his place. I'm not mad at Tari starting this game. He actually guards Giannis pretty well himself. He guards Giannis really well. But Dylan Brooks did see, like I predicted in the pregame yesterday, Dylan Brooks did see the lion's share of possessions, defensive possessions, guarding Giannis. And then the rest of the team kind of took turns on Dame. I mean, they took turns on everybody. That's kind of what switching defense does. But Dylan was mostly on Giannis. And JG got some good time on, what's his name, on Dame. It was an all-around good performance, man, especially defensively, though. Especially defensively. Good play. JG, I think he had 25 and 3 and 8 rebounds. Alfie had, what was it? 22 and 12, I think. I think he had what was it, 7 assists or so, something like that. Bari had was it 12 or 13 points, 8 rebounds. I'm going doing all this off of memory. Duh, I'm driving. But yeah, man, good all around game. That's one of them games where you thought we'd probably screw it up by not having Fred VanVleet. We tried to screw it up, but we made up for it on the other end. Which the way I'm choosing to look at this is the young Rockets, managed to not let their stupid mistakes rattle them in the end. They overcame um, their own deficiencies to beat a contender at home. This was a big game for both teams. The Bucks were riding a 4-game win streak. The Rockets were just coming off a sort of a loss, well, not sort of, it was a loss to the Utah Jazz, who in some respects are a similar matchup, but Utah is a lot more veteran. Not Utah. Milwaukee's a lot more veteran, obviously. And but a similar matchup as far as size. Got similar front court size. They don't play the same defensively, obviously, and they don't play the same offensively, obviously. But there are elements of, a big that wants to be in the paint and score and shot block, and Walker Kessler, and then another big that likes to score from the outside and shoot from the outside, and Laurie Markkinen, and then athletic wing in KJ Martin. So you can kind of see the similar dynamics in talent. Obviously not talent level, but just skill set wise. You get what I'm saying. Don't beat me up for it. But yeah, man, we got the Spurs tonight though. I know some of y'all think we supposed to have this in the bag. We thought the same thing against the Utah Jazz though, huh? And what happened? Took an L. The Spurs don't present the exact same matchup issues, especially with Wemby being out for the rest of the season with the blood clot. Hopefully he get better. Screw the Spurs still though. They still got Chris Paul, De'Aaron Fox. I don't know if De'Aaron Fox gonna play. I don't know who gonna play and who not gonna play. Speaking of which, they still got Harrison Barnes. I don't know if Jeremy Sohan is back yet. They still got Stephon Castle, who, for my money, he might be Rookie of the Year. For my money, just from what I've seen from him. What else? What else? Who that? Zach Collins. Him and Alfred Şengün seem to have whatever. We're gonna see if Şengün put him in a body bag again. Hopefully he does. That would make me very happy. I don't see anybody that they have over there that's gonna be able to deal with Alfred Şengün. I don't see anybody that's gonna be able to deal with Jalen Green. If the Rockets are taking this game serious, I know it's on the second night of a back-to-back. We don't fare that well in the second night of back-to-back so far this season, but if we gonna take ourselves serious, and if we want the rest of the league to take us serious, this would be a good time to right the wrongs of our second night of a back-to-back problems, if that's even a thing. Let's go ahead and put these guys away early. Put them away early. I don't remember if we were home or on the road. I don't remember that either. But put these guys out their misery early. I don't care if Chris Paul is over there. I don't care. I don't care what they got over there. Like, we need to go ahead and put bodies in the dirt, get them out the way early, let the young guys come in and get some time. I think Tari is not going to play. I don't think Tari is going to be activated tonight. I think Steven Adams is going to be the backup big tonight too, by the way, because he only got in for like 2 seconds, literally 2 seconds. Last game for that last possession rebound off a free throw. So we're going to get some Steven Adams time. We're going to hopefully we get some Cam Whitmore. Look like Cam Whitmore is out of the rotation for the most part. He just playing spot minutes now. Look like Jason Tatum slabbed him for the minutes. We gonna do a whole video about that later, man, because I'm not liking what I'm seeing, and I don't really blame him. I don't really blame Udoka for not playing Cam too much. Cam has not really done himself. He hasn't made Ime look bad for not playing him enough. He hasn't really done that. Same with Reed Shepherd, same thing. They're still young, but Again, young is not an excuse. Youth is not an excuse. Hopefully, we can get them two on the court and get them going. Because for you would think about it, man. Cam Whitmore was in the rotation heavy, playing big minutes and producing at a high level just a season ago this time. And now things have changed. And I can't really be mad too much, but I understand it. I'd still personally, if it was me, I'd still find ways to play him anyway. Let him play his way through these mistakes. Boy, don't wake up now. Go back to sleep. Yeah, I still let him, you know what I'm saying, play his way through these mistakes, man. I'd give him more rope than I'd give Reed Shepard, as a matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? Because Reed Shepard's still a rook. I mean, you're gonna do what you do. It is what it is. And then Reed Shepard is also, hate to say it, Reed Shepard is a lot more, way more coachable than Cam Whitmore. Cam Whitmore, I don't know how coachable he is. Obviously, I'm not behind the scenes to say nothing. I said I was gonna do this in a video. I might as well just do it now because I probably ain't gonna have time. Your boy busy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with Cam not getting the minutes, man. I get it, he ain't producing, but it feels me. I let him play his way throughout all of them mistakes, get in the film room with him. I probably do something where I'm gonna let him come in the first half, see if he can get going, and not necessarily get going from a shot making perspective. I mean, get going from playing the right way perspective, like making sure you're not gambling on defense too much, being in the right spots on defense, being in the right rotations on defense, um, not being a black hole on offense, ball hogging, and always taking a step back three every time you touch the rock. Everybody else know they ain't gonna get it back. Not being what they call it. There's a term for it, a chemistry vacuum. I might not be using the right term, but he kind of sucks the chemistry out of the rotation when he come in because it's like he come in and you can tell what the problem is immediately when the leads start disappearing or we start to get ourselves into a deficit. And boy, I got a Grand National. I ain't seen one of them in a long time. Shout out to my car people out there. You know what a Buick Grand National is. Classic. Look that up. But anyway, speaking of looking it up, go look up the Rockets Propaganda channel and the Rockets Round Robin YouTube channels. Make sure y'all go subscribe to both of them. Hit that like button on this video, subscribe, all of that, and leave your comments down below. But anyway, back to the Rockets versus the Spurs. Now to who's scrapping. Man, I don't know who's scrapping, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna just give a random. Listen, hey, Alperen should go in. What's his name? Alperen should go in Zach Collins. Let's get a scrap out of them. I'm trying to see a nice little match out of them, a nice little boxing match. Alp gonna lay that boy out on the ground, and we're gonna be like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Big Turk. Yeah. Next X Factors. Man, I say X Factors every game. All that I just said about Cam Whitmore, he my X Factor again in this game. I have all the faith in the world in the guy, bro. I got all the faith in the world in Cam Whitmore. I've seen enough flashes from him to be like, he's a guy that you can probably depend on. So even maybe when you're a key playoff game, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe turn a playoff series, who knows? But Cam Whitmore gonna be my X factor in this game from the Rockets from what you call it? From a X factor standpoint from San Antonio, probably Keldon Johnson or Justin Champagnie. I'm just throwing them two out there because I don't know. I can't really tell. Stephon Castle, he gonna be in hell dealing with the Rockets. We got too many defenders to deal with him. Him and Chris Paul, they ain't gonna do nothing this game. It's usually Keldon Johnson that be doing the damage for them. But since he not playing, since Wemby not playing, it's probably gonna be Keldon Johnson gonna get the lion's share of the annoyance headed the Rockets way. Matchups to watch. Man, I think Jabari is supposed to start since Tari not gonna play. So let's say uh, I'm gonna say Jabari and Harrison Barnes if Harrison Barnes plays, and if it's not them, it's gonna be Jalen Green and Stephon Castle with two matchups. I think that'll probably be key for this game. If Stephon Council is, in his bag defensively, he could probably get Jalen Green some issues, and also on the other end, you never know, man. These young rooks after All Star, they start to feel themselves a little bit. So maybe he'll come in and feel extra confident. After his appearance in All Star Weekend, he might be feeling good. He must run to have a good game. And then from a Harrison Barnes and Jabari standpoint, it's going to be more about who plays their role better. But I think Jabari is going to outplay Harrison Barnes. I just dug in my nose. Don't laugh at me. But I think Jabari should be able to outplay Harrison Barnes. I don't think that'd be even a question. All right, now halftime and post game score. Man, I want to have all the confidence in the world in the Rockets, but I got to keep it a buck. I got to keep it a bean. 54-48, Rockets halftime. The game probably going to end up being closer than it should be because the Rockets like to play with their food. We're going to say, man, we're going to say 110 final score. Player of the game, Alfred Sengun, player of the game. Because they really not going to have nothing to deal with him, bro. They already got nothing to deal with him because his son not going to play in his full names. Victor Wembanyama, he not playing. He don't want to play his daddy in the game like a coward. So I'm gonna say Alfred Sengun, he finna do his thing all over the Spurs, man. I want to see I don't know about his line. Give me a good 28, 13, and 8 from Alfred Sengun. Second player probably gonna be Jabari. It's gonna be his fourth game back from injury. He's gonna be in a groove. Hopefully, start getting himself in the groove, start getting ready for the stretch run, and we're gonna see from there, man. I really went 18 minutes while I'm driving. Don't worry, I'm not looking. Y'all see, I ain't look too much down on my phone though, so don't get mad at me talking about something. Be careful. Look at the road. You're driving in Houston. Yeah, I know. I really need a crash helmet. Every time you drive, anybody outside of Houston watching this, if you ever want to move to Houston, if you ever been to Houston, you're going to need a crash helmet while you're driving because these fools cannot drive. Like, dude, see somebody pulled over right now. Somebody pulled over right now on the Beltway South. Somebody pulled over. Everybody want to slow down. Like the cop finna stop what he doing there to come pull you over. Bruh, if you don't get your, man, probably because half of y'all be texting and driving. And you see some flashing lights, you're like, uh-oh, is it me? It might be next time. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and put a bow on this thing. This your man's AK Infinity. Follow me on Twitter /X at AK_BBS. Make sure y'all check out the Rockets Propaganda channel on YouTube. Go subscribe to that. Make sure y'all check out the Rockets Round Robin YouTube channel. Go and subscribe to that. But yeah, man, let's get this dub. Houston Rockets. Make sure you tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. And by now, you should know the rest. We out.